in chemistry, and so it's important that you understand what these numbers mean and their value and how to take a regular number and change it to scientific notation and how to change it back. So what is scientific notation? It's a format for writing very large or very small numbers. Numbers are written to the power of 10, and so here is an example of something in scientific notation. The part before the multiplication sign is called the coefficient. The base in scientific notation is always 10. So numbers are always multiplied by 10, and then you have your exponent up here. And something important with scientific notation, there's always only one number in front of the decimal place when you write it in scientific notation. So 4.67 times 10 to the 9 is perfect. You could not say 46.7 times 10 to the 8. That would be wrong because there are two numbers in front of the decimal place. Something else that would be considered wrong with writing scientific notation would be 0.467 times 10 to the 10, because now there are no numbers in front of the decimal. That 0 doesn't count. It has to be a number 1 through 9 in front of the decimal place. So with numbers that are greater than 1, you will move the decimal left to change it into scientific notation. And anytime you move your decimal to the left, that's going to give us a positive exponent. Or if you can remember that the original number is greater than 1, it's a positive exponent. So this example is so that is a very large number. What is that? 3 billion. So the decimal's at the end. And all you have to do is move your decimal until there is one number in front of it and count how many times you move it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so that becomes 3.25 times 10 to the positive 9. Now you couldn't stop your scientific notation right here and put the decimal there, because if you did that, it would be 325 times 10 to the positive, what would that be? 7. Because now there are 3 numbers in front of the decimal place. Remember, you can only have one number in front of the decimal. So here's another example, 5,200. So decimals at the end if it's not given. And so I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3. So that becomes 5.2 times 10 to the positive 3. And I know it's a positive exponent because my decimal went left. Also, that original number is greater than 1. Okay, and then converting to scientific notation with small numbers. And that's a typo. It should say if the original number is less than 1. So if our original number is less than 1, our exponent is going to be negative. Or if you move the decimal to the right. Either way you can think of it. So this example, 0.00000004. My decimal is right here. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So now it is 4 times 10 to the, I moved it 7 times, but I moved it right, so negative 7. Here's another example. This is a number less than 1, so it's going to have a negative exponent. Move it 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to stop there because now it's 1.02 times 10 to the negative 3. If you kept going, and let's say you went here, that would be 10.2 times 10 to the negative 4, and that is wrong because you've got two numbers in front of your decimal. Remember, in front of the decimal you can only have one, and it has to be a number that's 1 through 9. So that's wrong. You also couldn't say 0.102 times 10. That would be wrong. You need a number 1 through 9 in front of the decimal and just one of them. Okay, and so we're going to do some practice. I want you to pause the video right now, try these two on your own and then hit play once you've changed them. So that one's going to be a positive 2 because it's a number greater than 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's going to be a negative 5 because that was a number less than 1. And then again, pause the video, see if you can do these two, and hit play once you're done. So decimal is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3. Stop there. And so by the end of this video, you should be comfortable writing numbers in scientific notation. And then also you should know if I give you a number in scientific notation, you can write it in scientific notation, you should be able to write it in regular notation, which is like this. And you should start to have an idea of the value of things. So if I say you have 7 times 10 to the 23 of something, that means you have a lot. But if it's negative 23, that means it's a really small amount. And that is it for the first part of the notes video.